Long before Henry Ford built the assembly line, before steam-powered locomotives crossed the continent, one American inventor dreamed of factories that ran themselves. And then he built one, with nothing but gravity, gears, and genius. Welcome to Inventing America, the podcast that brings forgotten innovators back into focus. People who shaped the world, but never shaped the spotlight. Today's episode tells the story of an inventor who imagined automation over a century before the word became common. This is The Man Who Automated the Mill. Oliver Evans was born in 1755 in rural Delaware, the fifth of 12 children in a modest farming family. At age 14, while apprenticed to a wheelwright, he became fascinated with machines. But Evans wasn't interested in simply fixing them, he wanted to improve them. And he had no patience for wasted labor. He noticed that in flour mills, men performed a grueling ballet, hoisting sacks of grain up ladders, pouring them into hoppers, monitoring grinding wheels, sifting flour by hand, and then bagging it. Every movement required muscle. Evans believed it could all be done automatically, using gravity, conveyor belts, bucket elevators, and gears. Everyone said he was dreaming. He was. But he also built it. In the 1780s, Evans developed a completely new kind of flour mill, one in which the grain moved itself through every stage of production. He invented a series of devices that worked together: bucket elevators that lifted grain using continuous belts, screw conveyors that pushed material through enclosed tubes, and automated sifters and bin systems that sorted and packaged without human hands. By 1785, Evans had turned a traditional mill into a fully integrated mechanized system. It was the first documented automated factory in the United States. His methods increased flour production efficiency dramatically, while reducing human labor by more than 90%. But Evans didn't stop with grain. He turned his attention to steam engines, which at the time were low pressure, cumbersome, and mostly used to pump water from mines. Evans designed and patented one of the first high-pressure steam engines in America, compact, powerful, and intended for industrial use. In 1805, he built a steam-powered dredge named the Oructor Amphibolos. It was part boat, part land vehicle, and, depending on who you ask, the first self-powered vehicle in America. Once again, he was ahead of his time, and too far ahead for many. His ideas were copied, his patents contested, and his contributions often completely omitted from the steam age narrative. Oliver Evans died in 1819. In the decades that followed, his concepts became cornerstones of modern industry: the conveyor belt, the continuous production system, the high-pressure steam engine, and automated manufacturing. His flour mill was called ingenious, revolutionary, and, later, the birth of American industrial automation. But for all his impact, Evans never became a household name. He simply kept building and believing. Thanks for listening to Inventing America. If this story moved you, share it, because some ideas, like Oliver Evans, were made to keep moving. Next episode, the story of a hat maker, a widow, and the first woman in the U.S. to hold a patent.